So today I'm going to be installing the FitCam on my 2024 Volkswagen Golf R. This is the same item on the Mark 7s and 8s, as well as a few other Volkswagens. This one model in particular, but they make direct fit dash cams for a lot of different models, and I read about them. So I am choosing to install this dash cam. So before I install, I'm just going to do a little unboxing. First I'm going to take a look at the accessories it comes with. So I guess it comes with a micro SD to USB adapter, and it comes with a trim tool. That's actually kind of nice, because a lot of the times when you install stuff like this, you may not have the right tool on hand, or a lot of people may not have the tool on hand if they don't do it often. So next, camera. So it's pretty interesting. You can kind of see how this goes on. It almost covers, or it goes like where a mirror cover is. And it taps into some power wires for the mirror, so that'll be interesting. If I take a closer look at the unit, there's no battery in it. Here are the details on it. Here's the SD card. Comes with the China Special 64 gig card. And I mean, like, realistically, this is still a China Special dash cam, but the nice thing about it is it doesn't, it's not in the way of your field of vision. You can avoid running the hard wire, which is kind of nice. And yeah. So that's the unboxing. Last thing I'm going to take a look at is this manual. There's a quote-unquote 1-year warranty. Wonder how useful that is. And let's see what else. So I guess that's kind of it. These are the instructions. So I'm going to go to the car and install this. So the first part of the install is to remove this cover. So you do it by, I guess, wedging a trim removal tool in between these two gaps. And this is what the dash cam replaces. So I'm going to start by doing that. I might not be able to film it, but we'll try. So it's quite the struggle to get this trim piece off. Just to give you a good look at how it goes on. These are the more difficult things to get out. and they go into this trim piece, so you can kind of see how they interface. And then there's a few locking tabs that you can push on. So, for example, here, you would want to push up on this tab, maybe this tab. This one probably doesn't matter, but the biggest thing is outwards force and probably pushing on 1 to 2 of these tabs. So like if you were to get a trim tool on these, you would do it like that. So this is off. Did kind of crack this side, so hopefully it doesn't cause any issues. Next step is, I think you need to take this piece off, this piece off. This comes up by twisting, so I'm gonna work on that to get to the wires to get power. So I pushed this forwards, just using my hands and like prying my finger under, and I was able to free up the mirror. And you can see this is the connector that you're basically pigtailing off the mirror. So I'm gonna disconnect that, pigtail it, maybe not even take off the full trim piece, but we'll see. So finally I got this connector from the rain sensor detached. It's really difficult to do it because of this like tab. So I ended up using silicone lubricant and prying at it. Basically I made a right angle piece of metal to pry at it. So I used this old Sawzall blade that I've mutilated. I have no freaking clue how people get these off, but this is the connector type. So you can see detail what it looks like. Yeah. So it should connect up, but I'm probably going to replace the connector. So I'm probably going to order a new one of these because I really hate breaking things. I ended up breaking the end off of this connector, so it's fine. But I'll probably order a new one and repin it at some point, but I'm still going to install it. So I'm going to plug it in and move on to the next step. Okay, so right now I am doing the reinstall. You can see here, put back the top piece. All the wiring was hooked back on. I twisted back on the mirror, so now I'm just gonna have to put on the other cap and should be good. So here's what it looks like from the outside. You can see it almost looks OEM on the car. It's pretty sweet. And on the inside of the car, you can see plastic is maybe 1 to 2% of a different hue. So ever so slightly different, but honestly a very good match. The edges fit up quite well. So I would say pretty nice install. You can't even see it while you're driving, honestly, from the perspective of a driver. So this dash cam is very discreet. And I will end this video with 1 or 2 short clips of driving just so you can judge the quality. Again, I'm not really sponsored by this company. I never heard of them except for maybe on one forum post on the Mark 7 forums. And it turns out the Mark 7 and Mark 8 one is the same. So I said, you know what, instead of running wires, I'd rather buy something that wires into an existing harness. So I chose to purchase this FitCam and I'm pretty happy with it.